So I wanted to do a little update on some of the trees I put into air pots and other containers recently, so you guys can see how they're doing. Here's the flamboyant, the red flamboyant, doing quite well. The white vigorous. One of the jatobas here, also doing quite well. That's the tropical almond, some seed. That's the jalapeno. I decided to leave it, let it do its thing with the jalapeno. There's another flamboyant from the flamboyant episode, as well as this one. Here is the Yamadori Pitanga. He's coming back quite strong. Here's the Pau Brazil. It's just put out this lovely branch here. It's making another one now, if you look closely, right down in there, right there, and right as well in this junction. Here is the creeping fig. It's doing quite well. Here's one of the bougainvilleas, the Shohin bougainvillea, doing well. Here's what we believe is a hickory family, or in the Inga family, Inga alba. Not quite sure, still working on that, but it's also a Yamadori, doing quite well. This bougainvillea here is a cutting that's half dead and half alive, so we're going to have to do an episode about what to do with this thing. Here is the Jabujakiba. Oh, I'm sorry, Jabujakaba. Scuba. That's the fruit that grows on the trunk here. It's starting to have some new growth, some actually lovely new growth on top here, on the ends. See how that develops. Here is my rain tree. Starting to get very vigorous. It's got a very thick trunk going on here, which I appreciate. Very beautiful tree. Here is the tipsy weed, or the Mascarina island flower. It's come back quite strong since the last video. Here we have another jatoba. And let's go check out the more famous Yamadori, the cat claw tree, the Mimosa bimocronata. It's doing well. It's got some new growth on the ends here. All the growth, new growth on the ends here, as you can see. Very nice. Very happy with that. Only one piece of dieback so far, and this is right here. That's all we have. Not bad. Not too shabby. My flamboyant, my yellow flamboyant has branched out and leafed out nicely. And down here, we got my mesquite trees. They're getting a little long for themselves. Some of them are anyway. They're doing well in different orders of magnitude. And then we have this unique tree here, the Corozal de Negro. It's actually a version of like a blackwood, like an ebony, but it's not part of that family at all. But it has a very dark heartwood. I got bold and planted a pecan tree, but I'm not sure what this discoloration is. Some sort of fungus, some rust, leaf rust, I'm not sure. Anyone knows, please let me know. I'm going to help this tree survive here. Good news is the tamarind tree survived. It budded out and made some branches. Don't have to worry about that. Then I got this Jacaranda de Bahia. It's a beautiful representation of the Babacia family. It is a endangered species of jacaranda. It's actually called Dalbergia nigra. Here's a Pau Brazil I planted from the nursery. Pretty nice piece of nursery stock. It's only been in the ground for maybe a week, so I'm waiting for some new growth here to start soon. If any of you are curious what new growth on Pau Brazil looks like, this is it. This one's in a pot here. I have several different examples of this species in my garden. Here's another cool, unique tree called Peroba hosa. Very beautiful tree from the Mata Atlantica. Got some budding down here. I'm not going to stop it. This is going to be a seed tree, I think, one day. Not sure if I'm going to bonsai this, or maybe I'll do air layers off it. This is a this is a lime tree, a Tahiti lemon, as they say here in south of the equator. Got a little cutting of a skyberry tree. Just ripped it off the my tree one day and put it in a pot, and it decided to grow roots, so be it. Those familiar with this guy, this is a curry tree. Got some new growth up there. Very nice. My my mimosa folia here. Very nice. Very vigorous. I think it wants to back bud a little bit, but I haven't done anything to it. I think I'll use it as a shade tree for now. So who is in the mood for some tropic movement? Watch these leaves down here. Oh, they don't like that. They don't like that at all. Oops. 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 Pretty cool. Here I have my Jetaquiba asu, or blue Jetaquiba, an also endangered species from the Mata Atlantica. I got 2 of them here, doing quite well. Some new growth on them up here. More brown growth. You can see it on both. Very nice. Very beautiful leaf structure. Here are more Dalbegra nigras, or Jacaranda da Bahia, growing in pots. Just to do that. This one had all the leaves blown off it in the storm recently, but it's recovering now. Here's a rain tree right in the ground. Same age as the one I have in the pot, but you can see how much more vigor this one has from being in the ground. The figs are coming along nicely in the garden. These are purple figs. A little more time on those. My mango is doing some serious growing. I thought I'd lost it, but there wasn't a leaf on this 2 months ago. It's doing quite well. And finally, here we have my Acacia cavans. These Acacia trees are, I'd say, maybe 4.5 months old now. Kind of mimicking their cousins, the mesquite trees, the honey mesquites, but very cool. So that's the update for today. See you on the next one.